Hello everyone, welcome to 12am coding, and today we are going to solve a new problem in our pattern series, which is inverted half pyramid rotated by 180 degrees. Okay, so in our last tutorial we solved the inverted half pyramid, right? So in this case, if you see, the n is given us is 4, okay, and these are our columns, okay, and these are rows, and this is what our pattern is today. Okay, so in this pattern, like as we discussed earlier also, we need to develop some intuition behind it, right? That intuition will lead us to the solution. Okay, so in this particular pattern, if you see, then these are the spaces in the beginning. Okay, as per last question, though there were the stars, right? So if I just try to explain this particular spaces and star, then how it can be that on the first row, if you see the first row, right, then there are three spaces, okay, and then one star is there. In the second row, if you say, there are two spaces and there are two stars, right? In the third row, there is only one space, okay, and then three stars. In the fourth row, there are zero spaces and four stars are there. So from this particular intuition, what you can see that if our n is 4, right? So in this case, n minus 1 spaces are there, right? In the second case, n minus 2 spaces are there, right? So 4 minus 2, 2. Then n minus 3 and then n minus 4 spaces are there, okay? And if you see, the row number is this one, right? First number row, second number row, third number row, and then fourth number row. Okay, and the stars are also same as the row number. Okay, so what we can see into this particular pattern is that first we are having the n minus 1 spaces. Okay, n minus 1 spaces we are having, and then we are having these many numbers of stars. So if I say that if I take a I, okay, which is going a row wise, then on the first row I am having one star, okay, and in the same way, so on and so forth. So if we write the pseudo code for this, then how it can be, okay? So we can write it that for, okay, we are running a loop, I equals to 1 till n, okay, and inside it, as we know, we need to run a inner loop. So this is our outer loop, okay. Inside the inner loop, what you will be doing, that for j equals to 1 to I, we can print our stars, right? We can print the stars, but before printing these stars, we also need to print some spaces, okay. So for that, if we write the pseudo code, then how it can be that we need to run a j, okay, from 1 to n minus I, right? So your I will be, in the first case it will be 1, so your n minus 1 spaces will be printed, okay. So I can print some spaces here, right? So this particular chunk will be going here, okay, and then after we can print the stars. So I think this makes sense, right? That when on the first row n minus 1, okay, then three spaces will be printed, and then 1 to I equals to 1, we will be printing a star. In the same way, for the second row, what we will be doing, I will be the 2, then n minus 2 equals to 2 spaces will be printing, and then 2 stars will be printing 1 to I, right? So let's now write it into the code and then see how it works. Okay, so first of all, I am taking a n which is equals to 4 in the beginning, or whatever it can be. Okay, and then first we need to run the outer loop. Okay, in the outer loop, what we'll be doing, that I and I equals to 1. Okay, I less than equals to n we need to make, and then I plus plus. Okay, and in the inner loop we'll be writing, okay, so first loop we need to write for spaces, okay. So what it will be, for int j equals to 1, and then we need to make, so how many spaces we need to print? N minus I spaces. Okay, so n minus I. Okay, and then we can make j plus plus. Okay, and then we can print space. Okay, and then after that we need to run one more loop for stars. Okay, then for int j equals to 1. Okay, and then how many stars we need to print? We need to print I numbers of stars, right? So we can do j less than equals to I, then your j plus plus. Okay, and then you can print your stars here, right? And then we can make this print because we want to uh, print the stars without any new line and all. And at the end of this particular outer loop, we are printing a new line. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Let me run it. Okay, so if you see, our pattern is like, first of all, only one star and three spaces got printed, then two space two star, one space three star, then four stars. Okay, and no spaces. So this is our simple code. So yes, guys, that's it for this particular tutorial, and see you in the next tutorial. Thank you.